rise of Fabrizio Romano. Born in Naples, Fabrizio Romano got into football journalism at a young age. Now living in Milan, the 30-year-old started writing during his high school days. He would attend school in the morning and then dedicate his afternoons to writing about Italian football. Moving to Milan at 18, he made his first break in the football world. One day, the agent of Muro Icardi made contact with Romano, asking him to write about the Argentinian ahead of a move to Sampdoria. Romano obliged and would ultimately be rewarded. 2 years later, when the striker moved to Inter, it was Romano who broke the news. His first truly global breaking news came in the winter 2020 transfer market. Then Sporting CP midfielder Bruno Fernandes was on Manchester United's radar. While many thought that the Portuguese international was going to join United in the previous transfer window, Romano claimed it would not happen. When Fernandes joined the Red Devils in January 2020, Romano finally tweeted that it was done. From that moment, his status increased considerably. That transfer firmly established his name in the world of football journalism. It has been nothing but up since then. What about his trademark "here we go" phrase?
Here we go.
How did that come about? According to Romano, it just happened by chance. While he did not remember the full details, he did recall using the phrase in a tweet involving Paul Pogba. With many fans loving the use of that now infamous "here we go," they asked him to continue using it. Romano obliged, with the 3 words becoming synonymous with his name.
I am Fabrizio Romano, and I'm gonna show you how the transfer market really works. Here we go.
How Romano goes about getting the information he receives. As we all know by now, Romano's contacts list is incredibly long. It includes players, player agents, coaches, and club representatives, among others. But how does he end up accumulating more and more? One thing is very important in this field: trust. In order to collect the contacts he has, he must build trust with them. That sometimes means leaving out certain pieces of information he is told. Sometimes, the content he receives must be withheld until a certain point. In doing so, it helps Romano, as well as many other journalists, maintain the contacts they have. Living in Milan, Romano regularly goes to cafes, bars, club headquarters, hotels, among other buildings of the like, to speak to sources in person. These are some of the places where transfers are discussed and prepared. Who does Romano works for? The Watford supporter works for several companies. Since his teenage years, he has worked for Sky Sport Italia, covering football transfers from an Italian angle. He also works for The Guardian and CBS Sports. The latter, he covers the UEFA Champions League and Serie A. He also has his own YouTube channel, where he does daily updates on the transfer market. Along with that, he has his own podcast, Here We Go, along with fellow journalist and friend Francesco Porzio. An interesting aspect to keep in mind: for each company Fabrizio Romano works for, he covers content from a different lens. Whether it is speaking or writing in a different language, appealing to another audience, or simply adding a unique perspective on certain news, it is always something different from Fabrizio Romano. While there are many football journalists out there, most who do a splendid job, one will struggle to find a better transfer specialist than Romano. Keep an eye out for his content. Our supporters will keep tabs on all the major transfers in this summer's transfer window. What do you think of Fabrizio Romano's impact in the transfer window? Tell us your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more football-related videos, then make sure to subscribe to our channel.